Everybody, my name is David. I'm a KOK-PLAY Frontier from the Genesis Group. Today I got some KOK-PLAY news. Oh, it's not a KOK-Coin market update. So, here you go. It says, why is South Korea throwing money at the metaverse? Yeah, look at that. And if South Korea is throwing money at the metaverse, that's good news for us at KOK-PLAY or KOK Stadium. Here, don't miss CoinDesk Consensus 2022, the must-attend crypto and blockchain festival experience of the year in Austin, Texas, this June 9th through 12th. All right, so South Korea has emerged as a global technology powerhouse in recent decades, giving rise to industry giants like Samsung, LG, and Hyundai. If the country's government gets its way, a metaverse company could be the next big thing to ride the Korean wave. Absolutely. And I think it's coming. I do. I really think the metaverse is going to add on to the Korean wave. The Korean government made headlines earlier this year when it announced plans to pour 224 billion won, which is about $200 million, into its domestic metaverse ecosystem. That's right. The money will be doled out in the forms of grants to universities and private companies working on a variety of areas, including construction of metaverse platforms, KOK-PLAY, K Stadium, education. Yep, that's right. And the development of virtual reality, augmented reality, and hologram technologies. Now, Medium, I would have to keep scrolling. Here. Medium and Busan City and sign what is it? Sign business deal to attract investments. Okay. So, with the interest in blockchain technology running high, governments are also aiming to utilize it to better the nation's cities. Busan is currently at the forefront in Korea. Busan Metropolitan Government has been promoting a variety of blockchain-based projects since 2019 under the Blockchain Special Zone project, supporting various startups and holding the official NFT Busan 2021 event last November. So here, the city's active movement have led 15 promising domestic and internal blockchain companies, including Medium, to sign business agreements that will attract investments and help create blockchain innovation cluster. So, if I recall, I made. Oh, here, let's go to the third paragraph about the second sentence. With Busan Metropolitan Government policy support, Medium has been able to further expand into the daily lives of Korean citizens and looks forward to continuing its growth. So going back here, when it comes to education, I think Medium has been working on, and these other private blockchain companies have been working on, with universities. Well, I don't know with or without universities, but to develop education for blockchain technology. So you can see that KOK-Coin and K Stadium obviously falls into this category. So you get government support, government funding, all of that obviously is going to help KOK-PLAY, K Stadium. The goal, according to the Ministry of Science and ICT, the funding will help educate and train 40,000 metaverse professionals in Korea, boost over 200 companies operating in the metaverse space, and by 2026, turn the country into the fifth largest metaverse market by numbers of users. Okay, you can best believe. I mean, there's a saying, nothing is guaranteed. Well, when it comes to earthly stuff, yeah. But yeah, I would say there's a very good, high likelihood that KOK-PLAY K Stadium Medium will get government support, and will receive some of that $200 million dole. It is important to create a world-class expanded virtual world ecosystem as a starting point for intensively fostering the expanded virtual world, said the ministry's head, Park Yoon-gyu, in a translated statement including in the announcement. The funding is a key part of the ambitious new plan called the Digital New Deal, a nationwide initiative aimed at helping the country's tech industry expand that started under Korea's previous president Moon Jae-in by pouring $8.7 billion into a variety of tech initiatives for the artificial intelligence to 6G to the metaverse. The country hopes to create nearly 2 million new jobs. Oh, I'm sure it will create some new jobs. Um, Maybe 2 million, maybe more in the long run. The Korean government's embrace of the metaverse is somewhat unusual, though other governments, including China's, have dipped a toe into the same virtual waters. South Korea is the only country that has jumped in headfirst. Right? So you have a government that jumped headfirst into the metaverse. Obviously, that's going to help KOK-PLAY K Stadium Media. South Korea stands at the most aggressive and determined government in pushing the development of the metaverse, said Nina Zhang, a tech journalist and author of Parallel Metaverses. Other Asian countries don't have similar types of metaverse programs in both scale and scope as that of the South Korean government. All right. Uh, to people who saw Korea's ascent from developing economy to economic powerhouse in a generation, the early adoption of the metaverse hasn't been surprising, said Yatsu, the Hong Kong-based chairman of Animoca Brands, the blockchain gaming powerhouse behind the Sandbox metaverse. Su pointed to the country's early adoption of broadband in the 90s. That investment spawned a dynamic internet culture and a highly tech-savvy population accustomed to online gaming and virtual entertainment, including the increasingly virtual K-pop music industry. So, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to read the whole thing, but I'll read to the end of this. Korea developed its industry in a very short time after the Korean War. Koreans are accustomed to change for growth, said Dr. Sang Kwon Kim, a professor at Kyunghee University, who has written several books about the metaverse. The Korean government and companies in the metaverse field are a consensus that they should dominate the platform and content, not just the hardware industry. And Medium is about the hardware industry. The country's strong domestic and hardware industry, dominated by the presence of Samsung and other semiconductor manufacturers, also make South Korea's metaverse dreams more realistic. Okay, manufacturing the equipment needed to access metaverse platforms, including mobile phones, computers, and XR extended reality VR headsets, will require a strong basis for those semiconductors, an industry South Korea thrives in, by far the country's largest export. Semiconductors accounted for nearly 70% of South Korea's exports in 2020. So, obviously, there's a lot more to read, but if you look at it, this is nothing but good news. Excellent news, okay? Yeah, if you're new to the channel, please hit the like, please hit the subscribe, and share this with a friend. I'm just saying, it's up to you. But yeah, this is excellent news for South Korea, all right? And this is excellent news, really not just for South Korea, but the whole metaverse blockchain world, okay? Because this is going to bring in more people to look into the metaverse, to look into cryptocurrencies, and also will attract more eyes and members to KOK-PLAY and K Stadium. All right, so there you have it. This is excellent news. Okay, this isn't no short-term thing. It's gonna be long-term, and so yeah, I know we're in a bear market. I still expect Bitcoin to go down in price. I mean, you might have some up months, but anyway, for the next another 5 to 7 months, granted, you might have, one or two green month candles, but in general, it's going to be, I expect prices to continue to go down. And so, 2022, no, 2021, so maybe in 2024 or 5, you might have the next top of the next bull market, which is perfect because that's the timing you need for the development of the metaverse and the development of the hardware, the software, all that, the platforms, everything. It takes years, really decades, but this will definitely help create a stronger platform and use cases for cryptocurrencies like coins, where on the next bull run it'll be thriving much more than what it was in 2021 or 2020. So there you have it. All right, everyone. Please take good physical care of yourself. Go to the gym, exercise, eat healthy. Please take good mental and spiritual care of yourself. Surround yourself with the right people. Okay, surround yourself with the right people. Um, you know, Now's a great time to find God. I'm just saying. Look at the world. Look around you. It's not getting better. All right. I would imagine things will continue to get worse. Look, I keep telling you guys about the food shortage, and I've been saying it to my friends on Facebook and all that for years now. This is about Ethereum up here, by Crypto Crew University. I'll make a video on that later. But this is by The Economist. Okay, the food coming catastrophe. But look close. Notice it's not grain. They're putting human skulls, right? It's not wheat, whatever. Okay, human skulls. Why are they saying why? Why is it like this? They're telling you. I mean, I guess you can't say they're telling you, but The Economist is expecting a lot of people will die of hunger or riots or whatever, okay, around the world. I'm just saying. So if you live in a developing country, I would recommend you prepare. Even if you live in a developed country, you should still prepare and prepare some more for the people who don't prepare around you. I'm just saying. And if you're like if I don't know if I have anyone who's like super rich following this channel, but if you're like super duper rich, uh, in Sri Lanka, and this will happen in more developing countries, but they're hunting rich people, and hunting is at the result the animal you hunt dies, right? Well, in Sri Lanka, yeah, they're hunting rich people right now. So if you're super wealthy and you're in a developing country, you might want to really consider your safety. Yeah, I'm just saying. Because I care about you. It's not a crime to be super wealthy. You don't deserve to be hurt or ridiculed or blamed at for being wealthy, for working hard, or however it happened, or maybe in some cases your grandparents or parents worked hard. It doesn't matter. Somebody worked really hard, whether it was you or someone else, and you got it because you deserved it. So the fact that your life should be threatened because you're super wealthy, yeah, that sounds crazy, but it can happen. It's happening now. So you should consider your safety. Even if you're not wealthy and you're just prepared, you should consider your safety. So make sure you are in a good community of people. It's not about what you can do by yourself. It's also about who you know. So make sure you surround yourself with the right people. Right people. Okay? Now, I'm not your financial advice. I'm not telling you what to do. I am telling you what I am doing. All right? So am I staked into KOK-PLAY? Absolutely. Will I be staked in the K Stadium? Absolutely. But when it comes to everything else, am I just cashed out on stable coins? Absolutely, because I expect the market to crash down even more. All right, so there you have it. Love you guys. I'm praying for y'all in Jesus' name. Okay. Yeah, love you guys. God bless all of you. Really, God bless y'all. And coke on.